Unfortunately, we're back to the time of the year where we're thinking about indoor training, and I suppose I just said I'd do a quick video showing you what we have to offer in terms of indoor training equipment and accessories. So I'll go through a couple of the options and a few off the specs of each of those. I suppose here in front of us you'll see a fully kitted out setup consisting of the Wahoo KICKR bike. You'll see it's on front of it here we have the KICKR headwind and also the KICKR stand, which is custom built to suit indoor training setups, whether that be with your KICKR bike or with your traditional turbo trainer and bike. The idea of that is for holding your laptop, your screen, your few bits there in front of you, and it's all adjustable at adjustable heights, so you can really make it work for whatever setup you have. So it's a very, very handy wee table. Obviously the headwind is a dedicated fan to help cool you down. There's multiple settings on it. The angle of it is quite good compared to a traditional fan. You can really it gets the proper air to the proper places, I suppose. So it is very, very handy. In terms of the bike, obviously this is the full spec KICKR bike. So essentially there's a couple of really, really good features to this thing. I suppose in terms of it versus a traditional turbo trainer, why would I buy a KICKR bike? It doesn't take up a bike on a turbo, so you don't have your bike disassembled, back wheel off it. You can leave your bike in the shed ready to go if the weather allows you to get out. You don't have to go trying to, I suppose, put bikes back together and whatever. This unit here has the full tilt feature on it, so if you have that linked up to Zwift or other programs, when you hit a hill on the screen, the bike will reciprocate that on the map as well. So it's very realistic in terms of using your programs. You're really feeling like you are on the road. In terms of bike fit, you have basically a system where you log on to that onto the Wahoo app. You take a picture of your own bike up against a white wall, and it actually tells you what exact settings to put or what exact height to put on everything from headstock height to seat height, pedal placement. You can absolutely mimic exactly what fitment you have on your own bike, so it does mean you're literally transitioning exactly from one to the other, which is great. You have adjustment here on pulling out this here. You've also the same on the front, so you can really shorten and lengthen the top tube as much as you want. So that's basically the KICKR bike, and it's a couple of accessories on the front. I suppose moving away from a bike setup, going back into your turbo trainer section, we have massive range of options in this as well. You can see here, I suppose, starting from the bottom, we have just a basic wheel-on turbo trainer, which is your run-of-the-mill, pop the back wheel, you leave the back wheel on the bike, you pop the bike onto the cradle, and obviously there's a drive at the back that creates resistance against the wheel. And I suppose just so we note on that, if you're doing that, we do have the turbo trainer tyre to match that, because it will leave a flat spot on your tyre if you use your ordinary road tyre. So that's designed to properly utilise a turbo trainer. It doesn't wear as quick and it saves your good road tyre. So we have them in stock there. So you can kind of get set up with something like this from around €189 upwards. Probably is an option or two lesser as well. That one has adjustable resistance and stuff like that, but you can probably get a little bit lower, but that's kind of where we have the entry point for a standard turbo trainer. I suppose from there you move up into something like the KICKR Cores here. I haven't actually one out of the box, but I suppose essentially this is your entry level in a drivetrain turbo. So you don't actually have the wheel on the bike. The bike is on the back of the turbo, and your cassette or your Zwift cog goes on, and basically it runs itself like a standard system, but you don't utilise your own wheel. So the advantage to this is stability, accuracy. You also have the best mimic of real life pedaling when you have this system. The wheel on ones can feel a wee bit twitchy and a wee bit kind of not so smooth. These things run exactly like pedaling a bike outdoors. They have power built in, so you can actually train to power with one of these. They also link up extremely well with the likes of Zwift and all these other programs, Ruvi, Trainer Road, etc. Super unit. Moving on from that, then we have the Kickr, the original Wahoo Kickr, the newest version. So I suppose, what is the difference in this and your Kickr Core? Essentially, this machine is probably the full spec version. It has an ability to take a wee bit more power. It's a wee bit sturdier, a wee bit heavier, but essentially the biggest thing is it's able to take a bit more power and is the heavier unit of the two. So we have that as well. In addition to a standard bike and turbo setup is the option of the Kickr Climb. So this is a unit to mimic, similar to what the Kickr bike does, in that it tilts with the terrain on your program, on your Zwift, your Ruvi, etc. This will actually lift your bike to match the gradient that you're on the screen ahead of you. So that links up with your program as well, and it'll match up with the likes of your Wahoo Kickr, your Wahoo Kickr Core, or alternative turbos also. But essentially that goes in place of your front wheel. So then you have actually both your wheel on your front and back are off the bike, and you're fully mimicking an indoor setup. Pretty much the version of this, except you're using your own bike for doing that. So that's another option as well. In terms of accessories for indoor training, we carry all the likes of your Turbo Trainer mats. They're probably right important, to be honest, in terms of they keep everything under you in a good place. They don't allow slipping on wooden floors, etc., stuff like that. But the main reason you'd put one down is to save sweat from dripping onto your floor at home. If you have these things indoors, in the house, whatever, at least if it's on that mat, it's there, you can wipe it down and it leaves it all tidy. So we carry those. We have bits and pieces there as well, such as this is like a sweat protector that basically links from your handlebars back to your seat post. Again, it's kind of a design that'll stop sweat dripping down onto your floor or onto your bike even, so it does save the bike and the floor really in that sense. But that's just basically a quick brief rundown on all our options in terms of, or some of our options in terms of indoor training. It's just something that we're unfortunately having to think about again as we get into the later stages of the year. We've got away right lucky this year with weather so far, but it probably is going to change, and I suppose you have to be ready for that happening too. So if you want to come in and discuss indoor training setup further with us, do not hesitate to give us a shout. You'll see our range online, but definitely call in, have a chat with us here. We'll try and advise you the best we can to set you up and have you training throughout the winter.